the lighting department at the National Theatre of Scotland because we mainly tour and all of our shows are staffed by freelancers. So half of my job is staffing shows and making sure that I'm putting together good teams and getting to know people in the industry, make sure people are coming through and moving up skill-wise and just make a continuous line of development through the industry. Up until that point, up until the staff join us, I will look after the shows. By that I mean I will talk to the lighting designer, get to know what they would like from the show, what kind of equipment they would like to use, what kind of practical elements or anything that you need to prepare for. Basically, if I need to do any hires, if we're going to use in-stock kit, what kind of lights they'd like to use, all of that. So I'll prepare all of that. Also, there might be practical elements, so we might have to build some bespoke objects for things. And I'll look up after that, up until the point where the freelance team joins, at which point they'll take over and start prepping the show and getting ready for tech. Well, it creates an atmosphere. It's a way to pull focus. So if there's an important moment, you want to kind of hone into that moment, but you might also want to not pay attention to something else going on somewhere else. So if there's a scene change going on, you kind of want to go, don't look at that, look at this over here, isn't this nice? Also, you can tell time of day through color or even the direction of the lights. You can also use it as a kind of punctuation. So if you can have a slow fade, but you can also have like a snap blackout, and that's like dramatic moment. Also, you can kind of define shapes in the air as well. So if you use haze, you can make an empty space look quite interesting and sculptured. You could say if it's a bright sunny day, you'll have lots of beams coming in from one side, and that's what we call like a key light. So you're like a three-quarter backlight kind of say. So you have a big sunbeam and a nice bright state. Whereas if it's cloudy and moody, you have lots of haze in the air, and you can kind of go down to cold blues, and you can make it realistic or maybe unrealistic. Like you wouldn't normally have lighting coming from the floor. You wouldn't see that in everyday life, or side light. You can change the mood quite easily with that. So there is a thing called color temperature. So warm, and it's measured on a Kelvin scale. So kind of the lower numbers are the warmer numbers, the higher numbers are the colder numbers. So you're getting like daylight, cold blue, to like candlelight, warm. You can kind of show an interior evening with like a candlelight warm color through a window or something. Or you could do moonlight with a cold blue coming in. I mean, the classic thing is end scene, blackout, new scene. They change some furniture around or something. It also can tell you it's the interval or the end of the show. Some people don't like to use blackouts. They just like to have a continuous movement of the piece. Yeah, it's a kind of demarcation. It's a punctuation of the show, really. To say, end of this, moving on to the next thing. Or like, this has changed. This is something that's over. Now we're going to change this thing. There's a new thing after this. It's just a very kind of like, definitely done with that. Or to kind of just put a point on a scene. Well, slow fades is a kind of, you can sneakily move the audience's attention or their emotions with light to a different, so you could slowly fade from night into day, or do a little sunset, or if someone's transitioning from one space to another space. And you wouldn't really notice that it's happened. If you get like quick snap cues, it's like you're moving from one thing to another, and it's like you can just make quick transitions to things, or you just know that like things are a bit frantic, or you have like a sense of alarm. You're realizing that things are changing. So a lighting team for one of our touring shows, say it's one of our larger shows, we would have the lighting designer, obviously. We would have the programmer, who works with us only during the technical rehearsal to plot the lights for the show into the lighting desk so they can then take it away on tour. Then they'll have the lighting supervisor who looks after prep and hires and getting ready for the technical rehearsal, but also the fit up in the theatre, and then they will archive the show once the technical rehearsal is over in order to take it on tour. Then you'll also have a lighting technician who is basically assisting the lighting supervisor, and sometimes we'll have a trainee or a swing tech as well. So a swing tech is someone that works across all the different departments. It's kind of just a useful person that can move between whoever needs help at the time. Sometimes as well we have a production electrician who will just work on fit-ups and get-outs, so the ins and the outs of the tour. So the technical rehearsal is when the lighting designer and the programmer and the lighting team get to do their work. So before that, the designer and the wardrobe designer and all the people working on those kind of things, they'll have been able to do all of their things in readiness for the show. But with lighting, you need to do it in the space, in the moment, and that's what the technical rehearsal is for, is to add in the technical elements of lighting, sound, video, set movement, and they only have a limited time to do it, so they have to have a plan of how they're going to attack that.